Hello, hello, my friends. Another candle review for you. Today, we're going to be talking about Country Candle, Pinecones, and Pomander. This is new to the 2024 fall collection. Full disclosure, I did receive that entire collection, including this candle, in PR. So I do always like to be upfront when I am doing a dedicated review on a candle that I received in PR. However, if you've been with me for any length of time, you guys know that that really does not impact the score that I give with candles, because sometimes I love them, sometimes I feel meh about them, and sometimes I just downright don't like them. So this is a standard 2-wick 100% colored soy wax formula. This is in their standard large country candle jar. This is also available in a medium-sized jar, wax melts, and I believe if they don't have it already available, they do plan to have these available in a daylight. Now, I know that this candle caught a lot of people's attention because they saw the word Pomander in here, and instantly we all thought about Melanie's collaboration candle with KRINGLE last year in 2023, the holiday candle that she did a collab, which was a vintage Pomander. And a lot of people were wondering, is this the same fragrance? Is it close to the same fragrance? And we're going to go ahead and talk about that in this video. I actually was not able to look at what the pour date is on this candle because unfortunately when the candles were shipped to me, there was one candle, it's weird, like none of them really had like obvious wax leakage. I live in Arizona, for those of you who may not know, so when these candles were delivered, it was like 109 degrees outside. So even though they arrived to me well intact, for whatever reason, there was a little bit of wax on the bottom of this candle, like on the outside of it, and it rubbed off some of the like the print on the bottom of the label here. So I don't have the pour date of this candle, but I'm assuming, you guys, just based off of the other pour dates that I have, this was probably poured somewhere around June 12th through the 14th of 2024. That seems to be when a lot of these fall releases were poured. All right, let's go ahead and talk about fragrance notes on this candle. We have top notes of juniper and citrus, mid notes of fir needles and citron zest, base notes of currant and musk. All right, so if you happen to have caught my first sniff video that I did with all of these candles, I actually was trying to put that together very quickly because I was leaving to go out of town the next day. And a funny thing happened, you guys. When this candle initially arrived, I kept seeing other ambassadors who had received the PR also saying, wow, I get so much citrus in this. The orange is really sticking out. But my candles, when they arrived, all I could smell in this candle was the juniper, the fir needles, and it was coming across very astringent to my nose. Almost, I have always said that if pine needles or any kind of those like nature tree type of fragrances mixed with a citrus, they have to be done just right because they can come across to me smelling like cat urine otherwise. And that's what I was getting when I initially sniffed this candle on cold. Now, fast forward, I was gone for a week. I returned home. I went back and sniffed the candles again, and suddenly I was like, oh, now I smell orange. So I don't know if it was something that, you know, the oils maybe, I don't know, with maybe being heated and then cooled or whatnot in the shipping process. We know that UPS doesn't use air-conditioned trucks, and so I don't know if it was that the fragrance oils, you know, as it was traveling across the country from Massachusetts to Arizona, if just the oils kind of like got heated and then they had to settle again, and then when they just sat there untouched for a week once they arrived at my house, if something happened. But when I got home, on cold sniff, I was like, oh, now I'm smelling that orange. It's funny. That's what everybody was talking about. And I thought I was going nuts because I wasn't smelling orange. So upon burn, you guys, I actually like this candle a lot. I gave it a pretty low ranking. This candle came in, I think I ranked it at number 11, and then I ranked the White Birch and Rain at 12, and I did already post my review on that one, and you guys know that I changed my tune on that candle. I've changed my tune on this one as well. What I smell when this candle is burning is a beautiful, juicy orange fragrance. It's not like a summertime orange. It's more of like the orange fragrance that I do believe that they used in Melanie's vintage Pomander fragrance. Do I think that it's a different fragrance? Absolutely, because I don't detect any kind of clove in here, which I think is necessary for like a genuine orange Pomander type of scent. So I don't really think that The Pomander description here is quite accurate because I don't detect any clove. When I think of an orange Pomander, I do think of like spice, clove in particular, mixed with citrus, and I'm not getting that here. What I am getting is that bright, bold orange fragrance, which I do think Kringle does orange fragrances very, very well. I think their reserve orange scent is really good. I'm getting that orange scent with juniper and fir needles. The juniper and the fir needles are a little bit more in the background when this candle is burning, which is what gives this kind of more of a late summer, fall transitional type of vibe. If you are somebody who likes orange fragrances, I could also see this one being burned like after the holidays, or maybe if you're somebody who likes to burn these type of fragrances as you're heading into the holidays, but you're kind of over all of the let's say the pumpkin and the apple and all of that. If you want kind of more like what I would say like an autumnal citrus or maybe a winter type of citrus fragrance, this one is really nice. I could see this pairing really nicely with a lot of tree fragrances. It's very good. I'm surprised by how much I like it. Now, that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the performance of this candle. So I'm going to make a little bit of an admission to you guys. Before I lit this one up, I think I trimmed the wicks a little bit too short and it was kind of struggling to pull out for me. Now, I have not had that issue with any of the other country candles from this fall lineup, and I am quite certain that it was a me issue, because even when I trimmed the wicks before I lit this up, I was like, ooh, those look really, really short. So you will see on this one that it's still producing fine flames, but they're not as like big or as high as the other ones. I might dump a little bit of wax out on this one just to maybe correct that a bit, but I haven't had any issues with it up until this point. And really, I'm still not having issues with it, but I did want to let you guys know that if you see that like the flames don't look as big as some of the flames that I've had on some of these other country candles that I've reviewed, that is why. We've got a good decent wax pool here, not sooty at all. I probably won't be trimming the wicks at all on this one for a little while. Good, nice, deep wax pool on it. Very much performing cleanly in terms of the burn. Let's go ahead and talk about strength and throw on this one. Like the White Birch and Rain, I'm going to settle on this candle being about a 7 in terms of strength and throw for me. It's not overwhelming. If it's in a smaller room with lower ceilings, you're definitely going to smell it. It's not going to smack you in the face, but it is going to be pretty strong. You're not going to have to be like sniffing the air being like, oh, where is that? It's pretty good. Out in my open concept living room and kitchen, and I do have even more details in the description box down below if you want to see the square footage of my home, layout, ceiling height, all of that kind of stuff, age, environmental factors, all of that is down there for you. But in the living room, I can smell it in there, but it's not as like potent, I would say, as when I have it burning in a smaller room with lower ceilings. And sorry, excuse me. It does well in the living room. It's definitely noticeable, but I think I have actually really enjoyed burning this in my bedroom the most, because the fragrance that I like burning this the most with right now is I've been burning it with the White Birch and Rain. So I'll put White Birch and Rain in my living room. It kind of anchors the fragrance, and then I'll burn this one in one bedroom. And then surprisingly, in another bedroom, I've been burning the Blood Orange from the limited edition country candle lineup from earlier this summer. And I feel like that combination just gives a very fresh, kind of citrusy, clean type of fragrance to my home without it overtly really smelling like cheap artificial cleaner. Like it makes my home smell clean, but like sophisticated clean, not cheapy, nasty chemical type of clean. So overall, you guys, I have actually been surprised by how much I've liked this candle, given that I didn't really care for it upon my first sniffs. But again, you guys, I explained why. I don't know what happened with the first sniffs. I don't know. You guys chime in down below. Has that ever happened to you guys where you've gotten a candle in and your first sniff impressions were kind of like, I don't know about this. And then you set it aside and you come back to it at a later time and you're like, well, wow, this smells completely different than I remember it smelling. That's genuinely what happened to me with this candle. And I was pretty surprised by it. So let me know in the comment box down below if you have purchased this candle already. What are your thoughts about it? What has your experience been with it? Is this one that you are interested in? It is not the same fragrance as Melanie's Vintage Pomander at all, but I do think that if that candle does make a return, this one would probably complement it really well. If you like an all-over home citrus type of scent, I think that you would enjoy that. Please hit thumbs up if you found this video helpful. Also, if you are interested in purchasing this candle, I do have a discount code with KRINGLE. It is KD15. It will save you 15% off of your purchase with KRINGLE Candle. It is an affiliate code that is eligible for a commission, so please only use that if you are comfortable doing so. This is one that you could possibly add to your cart if you wanted to, if it's in your budget, or maybe just add it to a wish list. I do know that there are quite a few of you guys who are planning on shopping the Halloween launch happening later on this week. So yeah. If you're interested in it, I do have a discount code, but also you can also just put it on your wish list and wait for a sale. We always know that sales eventually do roll around with every brand that we shop with. So I do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. Please feel free to subscribe if you are new here. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.